Welcome to my channel, and today we take a deep and powerful journey into one of the most defining and tragic chapters in American history, the American Civil War, a conflict fought between 1861 and 1865 that tore the United States apart and reshaped the nation forever, as by the mid-19th century America was deeply divided between an industrializing North built on factories, railroads, and growing cities and an agricultural South whose economy depended heavily on cotton and enslaved labor, with slavery standing at the heart of political, moral, and economic tension. As repeated compromises failed to settle the issue and bitterness grew stronger with each passing decade, until the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860 became the breaking point, convincing Southern leaders that slavery and their way of life were under direct threat, leading 11 Southern states to secede from the Union and form the Confederate States of America under Jefferson Davis, while the North, led by Lincoln, refused to accept secession, believing the Union must be preserved at all costs. And when Confederate forces fired on Fort Sumter in April 1861, the nation descended into war, a conflict many believed would be brief but quickly proved devastatingly long and brutal as early battles like Bull Run shattered illusions of glory and revealed the terrifying power of modern warfare, where rifled muskets, artillery, and ironclads produced unprecedented casualties, while soldiers on both sides endured horrific conditions in muddy camps plagued by disease, hunger, fear, and inadequate medical care, with disease alone killing more men than combat and countless young soldiers writing final letters home that captured their hope, despair, and humanity, as the war dragged on and spread across fields, towns, and rivers, reaching a turning point in July 1863 at the Battle of Gettysburg, the bloodiest battle of the war, where over 50,000 men were killed, wounded, or missing in the Confederate defeat, marked the moment the South would never fully recover. And later that same year President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, transforming the war from a fight solely to preserve the Union into a moral struggle for freedom, and opening the door for African American soldiers to fight for their liberation. Even as the conflict grew more destructive, with Union General William Tecumseh Sherman launching his March to the Sea, a campaign of total war that devastated Southern infrastructure, shattered civilian morale, and crushed the Confederacy's ability to continue fighting, until by 1865 Southern armies were exhausted, supplies were gone, and cities lay in ruins, leading Confederate General Robert E. Lee to surrender to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, officially ending a war that had claimed over 620,000 lives, preserved the Union, and ended slavery, though the nation's suffering was not yet over, as just days later Abraham Lincoln was assassinated at Ford's Theater, plunging the country into mourning and robbing it of the leader who had guided it through its darkest hour, leaving America to face the immense challenge of reconstruction, rebuilding shattered states, integrating formerly enslaved people into society, and redefining freedom and citizenship through constitutional amendments, while the scars of the war remained visible for generations. As the American Civil War ultimately became more than a military conflict, standing as a powerful reminder of the cost of division, the struggle for human freedom, and the enduring belief that a nation founded on liberty must continually fight to live up to its ideals. And as we reflect on this extraordinary chapter of history, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth history documentaries.